Looking to hire a property manager? Here are 3 unusual questions you need to be asking before you hire one. Hi everybody, I'm Mark Dolfini, landlord coach. I hope you're having an amazing day. So you're looking to hire a property manager to manage your rental properties for you. I totally get it. Normally I would coach people to basically have their own real estate business, but being a business owner isn't for everyone, and I totally get that. But before you hire that property manager, here are 3 unusual questions that you need to be asking before you hire one. So let's first understand what a property manager is before we get into the questions. First and foremost, a property manager is generally a licensed real estate broker, and which means in most states they are required to hold a real estate broker's license. Why that's important is because they are in all aspects brokering a transaction between you, the owner of the property, and the resident who is going to basically live in the property that they're managing. So therefore, they are acting as a broker. They're brokering the transaction between a buyer of time, if you will, and a seller of time, which would be the owner. Okay, so now that we got that figured out, question number 1, when do I get paid? Now, I know most people are going to want to ask what the management fees are, but if you come to me as a property manager and ask me what my fees are, you're going to tell me right away that you don't know what you're asking about because they're not apples to apples comparisons. Okay, so maybe this isn't the first question you ask, but when you're asking first about management fees, I just want to point out that you're not comparing apples to apples. It's like going to a steakhouse and ordering a cheeseburger and comparing that to a cheeseburger that you get at McDonald's. There's varying degrees of quality, service, and price when you're looking at the 2 cheeseburgers. Well, the same thing applies to property management companies. They all have varying degrees of service and quality and, of course, price. And it's important that you understand that you're actually comparing apples to apples when you're looking at 2 different management companies. So simply asking what their rates are just flat doesn't make sense right out of the gate. Yes, it matters, but it doesn't matter that much. First and foremost, ask when you get paid. Some property managers will hold a certain amount of payments. They may pay you a month in arrears. They may pay you on that same month. But finding out first and foremost when you get paid is most important. The last thing you want to do is have a resident pay rent, and then you have to wait an entire month or more before you actually get paid when you're not prepared for it. So better ask up front, when do you get paid? Number 2, are there any upfront fees or out-of-pocket costs? This is important because I'll tell you, I thought that tenants were the only people in the world that didn't read a contract before they signed it, but no, you owners are just equally as guilty. So make sure you understand what fees or out-of-pocket costs there's going to be before you actually sign the agreement. Otherwise, you may end up having to pay an amount of money that you're not prepared to pay for. Number 3, what are some other things that you could be charged for? Now, management fees is pretty straightforward. Most people expect to pay something in terms of management fees, but how are they charged? Are they charged based on a minimum monthly fee, or is it based on collected rents? That's an important consideration. But the other things are, there are other activities that they're going to charge money for. Things like finder's fees, things like lining up contractors, hiring and finding an attorney if they have to appear in court for you, and all other activities. So find out upfront the list of those charges before you sign the contract. Okay, so that was 3. I hope you found this to be helpful. I have a full list of 12 unusual questions when hiring a property manager. It's a full video in the members area. If you are interested, you can go to landlordcoach.com and just select members area and sign up. It is silly cheap, and plus there's a ton of other content that's in there. And just go ahead and get signed up, and we'll see you on the inside. Please remember, if you don't place a value on your free time, someone else will. But most important, there is no amount of money that will make time irrelevant. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.